Unscripted. Displaying a healthy member and pastor relationship. Going one-on-one with your pastor. So sit back, get in the hot seat, mic up, and tell us why you still go to church on the I Still Go to Church podcast.
Well, what's up, everybody? I'm Bishop Chris Johnson, and this is another episode of the I Still Go to Church podcast. I'm on a journey to sit down with 100 of my members here at Zion Christian Ministries and ask them why they still go to church. And I'm excited today that we have the illustrious Miss Karen Lee.
Hey,
today.
hey.
How you doing today?
I'm great.
It is so good to have you on the podcast. I told you I'm excited about this conversation because your personality is so contagious.
Okay.
From the time you walked in, you've just been a bubble of joy. Now, where does that come from?
Man, it's from within and it's real. That's my passion, is to love. I love to love. I just love to love.
I love it.
That's just me.
I love it. Well, let me tell you, you and your family has been a blessing to Zion Christian Ministries from day one. And we're excited to have you all. So let's back up. How did you guys get to Zion from, I think it was 2 years ago?
2 years.
2 years ago?
Wait a minute. 2022.
22. So 1 year.
1 year.
So explain to us how you got to Zion.
So we have we got a flyer in the mail for the Easter program, and Bel Air was on there, and you was on there, but we didn't get a chance to come to Zion, but we did visit Bel Air.
Yeah.
And we went to Bel Air. We liked Bel Air, but we wanted to visit your church too. So after the service at Bel Air, we did a drive-through. We did a drive-through. You guys were letting out the church, but we still, mobbed on up in there. We did a drive-through because we wanted to piece some things out.
Yeah.
So we just came through. We did a drive-through, and then we came back the next service and been here since.
Wow. Wow. I know as talking to your husband, he said, one of you said you stalked for a minute.
Oh, I stalked you. That's what I did. What
was important for you? What were you guys looking for?
A connection, realness. You had to resonate not just through me, through my husband too.
Yeah.
So, we both had to be comfortable with where we were going. It couldn't be, a sidebar. I like going to this church, and he just sitting there with his hands folded.
Yeah.
We both had to find somewhere that we could be comfortable worshiping.
I love it. I love it. And you have not only come in, you and your husband, but we had something at Zion called Culture Sunday. And it's about who invites the most people. And you love inviting people to church.
I do.
Now, why is that such a big deal for you to invite people to church? Because I know sometimes there are some people, when we were growing up, we didn't invite too many people to church.
Okay.
So what about your church makes you say, you guys should come?
Man, like I said, the realness, the message, how you deliver the message. You deliver the message in a way that everybody can eat from it.
Wow.
Like, okay, if this not your style, okay, I got you over here. If this not your style, I got you over here. Basically, everybody gonna eat from the same dish. I enjoyed that. And then, people, is talking about, I like what I see in you, and come to church. Come to church. I want everybody to get it, because I ain't just got it just for me. It's for you.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a year. You and your family has come. I saw a picture the other day. You had all your grandkids
The
here.
mob.
You call them the mob, right?
Yeah.
Now, you guys come here from the West Coast.
Yeah.
And you all come to Tennessee. Was it Tennessee that you came to first? In Murfreesboro from the West Coast?
So we lived in Nashville.
Okay.
And then I moved to Madison more so.
Uh-huh.
Then I met my amazing husband. Then
Ah,
I moved to Smyrna, and then so
Okay.
now we're here in Murfreesboro.
now you're here in Murfreesboro. Well, the name of this podcast is I Still Go to Church.
Okay.
And we've gone through pandemics. We've had a period in portion where we were staying at home. You came to us, like you just said, when we were out in the doing our Easter service with Bel Air. And it has been one of the goals of mine to have such a connection with our membership database that, you feel like, I feel like, for example, just these kind of conversations helps us be a little bit more connected. From a pastor-member relationship, I'm going to ask you this. What is your expectations of me as your pastor?
Expectations. Call me out. Because I want to be a better disciple. I do. Call me out. I receive constructive criticism.
Wow.
I receive that. Call me out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you like when the word of God comes forth, step on my toes.
I strive to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do better. I want him to say.
Wow.
I want him to say those words to me.
That's unpopular. That kind of mindset or perspective is unpopular amongst many members to be, in the attitude that says like, look, I want discipline. I want to be discipled. I want you to step on my toes. So is that something that you have always, strove for, is like, okay, I want to be connected to such a degree to where, correct me when I receive the word. I want it to be. Is that something that's always been your personality?
No, it hasn't always been my personality. Now, with the change that I am striving to become, because I am becoming,
Yeah.
that's it's been there that I want discipline. I want to be accountable. I want to be a changed person. I do.
I love it. I love it. Now, you're here at Zion, and you've got a lot of things going on.
I do.
Tell us something about you that we may not know.
That we may not know. I've been, as far as what I have going on, or
Yeah.
okay. So let's start with the Kay Lee wig line.
Okay. Yeah.
I have that going on. That's been almost a year as well. And so I got into the wig business because I've been in the hair industry ever since 98.
Okay.
And so some of my clients that was coming to me that had cancer or had alopecia, I had young people coming to me with alopecia. But I knew what their inside was like. And
Yeah.
that wiggy wig that they was wearing on the outside was not matching
Wow.
the inside. So because I knew that they were beautiful on the inside,
Yeah.
I wanted to create something natural looking for them. And with that, it birthed Kay Lee Wigs.
Wow. And so what's different about your wigs? Because I know a couple of people who have bought your wigs, and they feel a little
Okay.
different when they
Yes,
come
they
in.
should.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what's different about your wigs?
Funny you might ask.
Okay.
So I get all my hair from Cambodia, or an Indonesian hair. So it's all raw. It's no plastic. It's no filters.
Wow.
If you burn it, it's ash. It's
Wow.
no plastic. And so I construct all my wigs. I do not have anybody else making them. I'm starting from the cap, and I sew them myself. And so that's my hobby. I absolutely love doing it. I call it my lab. I could be in my lab till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
I love it.
I love doing that. I
love
love
it.
making other people feel beautiful.
So this is more than just a business to you.
It's more than a business.
It's ministry.
It is. It is.
I love it. I love it. Now, you're not just in the wig business.
I'm not.
What else you got?
I'm a realtor.
Huh?
And with that being said, I love empowering people to invest in themselves. It don't matter what type of market it is. It does and it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I always say, marry the house, date the rate. Because the rate gonna come back down. It's gonna come back down. But you marry the house, date the rate, but invest in yourself, because if you not paying off your house,
Wow.
you paying off somebody else's house.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's what's happening.
When you're renting,
When you're renting,
paying off someone else's
paying
house.
off somebody else's house.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how can we get in touch with you? So we might need some. See, listen, everybody. You might need a wig.
Might me.
And you might need a house.
You might need a house to house that wig.
Look.
I mean, you got to take her somewhere, you know?
So how can you might need a house so that you can house the wig.
Mm-hmm.
So how can they get in touch with you?
You can reach me at 615-566-4444, or you can even go onto my website at kayleewigs.com.
You need to go right now.
Right now.
KayleeWigs.
kayleewigs.com.
Get one for your grandmama.
Mama.
Get one for your auntie. Get one for your cousin. Right now. KayleeWigs.
kayleewigs.com.
And if you need a house.
Hey.
Come on in here, somebody. You can go visit her right now. Well, I do a segment for every member on this podcast. I'm putting you on the hot seat.
Okay, let's go.
So,
that's hot. Lord, I feel like I'm in a hot
every
seat.
time we do this podcast, I'm going to give you 3 questions.
Okay.
You can ask me any 3 questions you want to ask me. I hope I have an answer. So let's go.
Let's go. All right. So the first one is Bishop. Last week, when you took us to the theater of your mind, right? And sometimes it's scary to go there. We got to have our seatbelts on because this dude about to take us on a ride. It's about to be good. So when you took us on a ride and the guy was at the pool, and he rolled in the pool. Why you have to roll like that?
Well, you know, if you read the text, right, the text says the man had an infirmity.
Okay.
He could not move.
Couldn't move.
But he made his way to Jesus. So, like, in my mind, in the theater of my mind, if he could not walk, if he could not crawl, but he still made his way to Jesus, I saw him rolling.
Why you have to roll like that, Bishop?
How else was he going to roll? Hey, everybody, she's referred to, you have to go back and watch the playback, but I said that maybe the man was just kind of rolling his way to Jesus. Okay. Maybe I said it a little bit more than that.
A little theatrical.
But really,
But we got it, though. We got it.
See?
We got it.
I love for the word to come to life.
Man. Okay.
And and if you're talking about it 2 weeks later, I've done my job.
Yes. You did a good job.
There it is.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Bishop. Okay. This one right here. A sister be nervous for you.
Oh,
when I'm out there, I be nervous.
Why?
Pastor J. I be nervous. Look,
yeah.
I be thinking Pastor J gonna attack you. Do you be nervous?
Well, sometimes I do.
Okay.
Because they have been known to throw stuff.
See?
And so sometimes I do get a little nervous.
Wednesday nights I be nervous too, because she be in the back of me. And I'm like, I know something's going to come. My ear, like something's coming towards you.
I do be a little nervous, but I like it.
Okay.
I'm one of those preachers. I love for you to talk back to me.
And she does.
Yes. Her along with, you got Sister
Robin,
Marable.
Rikas.
I mean, there's a few of them in there. Sister Tasha, Minister Hargrove, she's in the back,
Oh, yeah. Most def.
It's a few people
over there. Scattered.
And it's some young people.
That's true.
That I see like they're
baby gangsters.
Yes. Baby.
Baby,
everybody, this is Sister Karen Lee, so you already know. This is how she rolls. I got one more question.
One more. You do all this for us, right? You do all this praying. You do all this for us. Who prays for you?
Wow. That's a good question. I have some prayer warriors here at the church who constantly, on a consistent basis, let it be known to me that they're praying for me. And I feel those prayers.
Okay.
Our intercessory prayer team, everybody who's on the intercessory prayer team, And so many different members of Zion who, they'll let me know, hey, I'm praying for you. They'll send prayers and they'll send seeds, praise God. And that lets me know that they're thinking about me. They're sowing into me. They're praying for me. And that gives me strength. Okay. So Zion has been a blessing to me and my family. And I also have a pastor. Okay. So my pastor is Pastor Jimmy Greer there in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Friendship Missionary Baptist Church. And, we talk and he sits me down and he makes sure I get my rest. He gives me some advice on some things. And so I'm really blessed in that regard. I have people praying for me. I have a pastor who's giving me guidance, but then also my wife is a huge support. Okay. She'll tell me when she'll look at me and say, you look tired. You need to take a rest or you need to take a break. And so I'm really blessed in that regard.
Okay. So you covered us and you're covered.
I am covered. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And I'm thankful for the covering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All right.
Whew, I'm off the hot seat, everybody. My gosh. That was a rough one. Listen, Sister Lee, it has been a blessing and an honor to sit with you. I thank you so much for taking a little time to kind of just sit with me. Is there anything you would like to say? Maybe there's somebody who's like, I don't know, church is played out right now. You still going to church? I mean, what would you say to that person?
I would say, if you want to be yourself, if you want some guidance, if you want an outside family, if you want even a commitment, if you want to be fed, come to the Z. Just come and just experience it for yourself. Because I'm speaking for myself, but I invite you to come to the Z.
I love it. Well, listen, we're not out of message. We're just simply out of time, everybody. This has been another episode of the I Still Go to Church podcast. I've been kicking it with Miss Karen Lee. Yeah, the spiritual gangster. This has been I Still Have a Church podcast. Until we see you guys again, throw your Z's up. God bless.